Good morning or good evening YouTube. So I'm back here with another video. It's a tier list video and it's going to be a bleed tier list video. And yesterday I made the video about direct damage. There was a lot of heroes on it, 71 heroes actually. This one looks a bit more manageable, so can't wait to jump into it. So remember, as always guys, the tier list is a subjective personal opinion. I'm basing this on my experience with the heroes and experience it on if they're being used in PvP and PvE endgame at the moment and early game, something like that. I will take into consideration how easy are they to get, can you get them for free, how many resources do you need to put into them. That will also be taken into consideration because, as always, it's very important for you guys to know what you should be aiming for, which heroes is worth it, which heroes is not worth it. Okay, so let's jump into it here, and the Kratos is the first one on our list here. He has the dual tag, both internal injury and bleed. He is actually mostly a internal injury hero. Bleed damage is not his big thing, but with that said, he's still being usable, especially because you can use him for both tags. So I would say definitely A tier. He's very good and a new hero that is just stronger than a lot of the old heroes. So definitely you can use Kratos here and put your resources on him. Then we have Natalie here. She is useless. Don't use Natalie. Then we have Oliver here. Oliver is an S tier bleed tag hero, support hero. You can use him for sure on your bleed team in PvP and PvE. Mostly PvE, but he can work in PvP. I've seen him in some of the championship teams in PvP. Then we have Herta. Herta is useless, gonna put her there. Then we have Morikis. I like Morikis a lot. She is definitely S tier still, giving 40% attack to other bleed damage dealers that has the attack type. Is very, very. And other than that, she's also very meta in PvP. She got the sealed attribute tag, which is quite new and good. Then we have Lance here. Lance is definitely S tier. He's also S tier. I would say S tier. And the reason why he's not S plus is actually because Lance is falling out of the meta. He is not in the PvP. Well, he's falling out of the 5 vs 5 meta. He's not in 3 vs 3 meta anymore. And to be honest, if we had another bleed hero in PvE for Liuli that could remove buffs easily like he can, then and also do some damage and maybe something else, he would actually be out of the team, because we have a new hero that we get to in a minute, which is Vasily. You can see Vasily here. Vasily is the new one, and this guy is definitely S plus. He is the new bleed damage dealer that you need. Sorry guys, I got interrupted. What I meant was that Vasily is now the new bleed damage dealer in the game here. He has overtaken Lance's role in PvE as the damage dealer, and in PvP he's actually nullifying Lance as well with his exclusive 1, making Lance not doing any damage at all for the first 2 turns, which is kind of crazy. So Vasily is definitely S plus for me. He only has one way he can go, and that is up, up, up. His value will increase now. Also very strong for bleed boss damage. If you haven't seen my video on Vasily, go check it out. I killed the guild boss 7 on only 7 turns using Vasily. So anyways, moving on here. Elena, a very nice hero. I like Elena actually. Quite good early game and also good for faction habits, so a B tier for me. Then we have Grace. If you don't have any other support, Grace is actually your third best option after Nikki and Oliver. Then Grace is one of the best ones you can get, so I'm going to put her into A tier because she works in Wuthering Coast and early game. Bizarro here is a B tier for me. He can be very good early game also for guild boss. If you don't have anything else, then you can use him. Alicia is the same, B tier. And then the Chardonnay, definitely A tier for me. He has the speed buff. He has the shield, he has some attack down debuff and stuff like that, bleed down debuff. Very nice hero. And Valentina, S tier for me. One reason is that you can build her from Elemental Cloister. She's a free hero, everyone can get her, and with exclusive 4 she's just fantastic. She takes a lot of time to build though, like I think 4 or 5 months. So it's a long-term investment, but definitely very, very good for your team. She might be power crept when you get her, by the time you get her in 4 months, but that's the only risk you're taking with that one, I'd say. Otherwise, she's very strong. Then we have Nag. I would say he's between B and A, but I'm going to put him into A tier. If you don't have Lance, Vasily, or Morikis, you don't have any other bleed damage dealers, then Nag is actually the 4th best bleed damage dealer in the game. And so therefore he is A tier for me. Then we have Lucia. I'm also going to put her in A tier. She's easy to build, she's a mythic hero, and she's easy to get, I mean, not build because you actually need to build her with a lot of stats, but she's very good. A tier for me. Lysander, also A tier. Maybe, to be honest, if we're putting them in the same row here as these heroes, I think we need to move Kratos up in S tier then. Because he is new and he's very usable in a lot of stuff at the moment, both PvE and PvP. So I think he's S tier for sure. And these guys here are more in the same line, I'd say, actually. And then we have Nidrol B tier, but he is very strong for guild boss like 4 and 5 if you are just doing that. Reyna for me, S tier for sure. S tier, used in CC team, used in a lot of team. I love Reyna, she's fantastic. Elise is the same, also S tier. And then I say Nikki is an S+. So this is how it looks, guys. If you look at these heroes here, if you want to build some of the heroes, you can build these S pluses here. You cannot go wrong with those. They won't be power crept for a long time. All of these here in the S category, you can't go wrong with those either. It will also take a lot of time for those to be power crept. They are new, they are fresh, they are very strong, they're used in endgame. You can't go wrong with that. All of those in A here, they will be replaced very soon by some of those in the S tier. Because you only have room for 5 heroes, right? So A tier is the ones that are getting replaced and power crept very, very soon. And then B tier and useless tier, don't even bother with that. Alright guys, that is the bleed tier list. For me, my personal opinion is that S plus and S, they are very close, okay? But I had to like just say that Nikki and Vasily is just a tier above the best heroes, okay? They are just a little tier above them, but very close. Obviously Lance, if you asked me 6 months ago, Lance would go here, but not anymore, okay? Anyways guys, have a nice day. Cheers, bye.